have seen the documentary. My opinion about it is that it is a very important document to be used in the future. Al Jazeera, quite possibly one of the only news agencies, international news agencies, that are informing us of any of the war crimes in the current genocide. And I believe that is why they are being targeted by, well, I don't believe that that's why. That is why they're being targeted, shut down by Israel and the Zionist supporters around the world. I believe that, understandably and quite naturally, seeing a live stream genocide is traumatizing. But I believe that what is traumatizing people more is the complicity of their governments. And the fact that there is quite often no place to talk about it. There is no place for children to be able to talk about it when they go to school. There's no place for students to be able to talk about it because quite often the universities are censoring what they're saying and the language which they're using. And that, I believe, has a bigger impact because we are asked not just to witness the genocide, but we're also asked to be quiet about it. And that is damaging to people's mental health. Arabs have always seen, people in Arab countries have always seen the media. They've always seen what Israel has done, the ethnic cleansing, and they've always seen it, they've always known it. But I think that seeing it live streamed, juxtaposed to the fact that the Western media is complicit, that our military is complicit, and our governments are complicit, has a negative. It's not just that it has a negative impact in how they feel in terms of themselves, but it has a negative impact on how the West looks on the international stage. And I think that the West has lost any credibility. I think that in terms of Palestinians, I think that they know that this is happening. They have been documenting crimes against themselves for over 75 years. An Arab audience in general, it is really high. The West's response and the censoring of it is really what makes the biggest impact, because they are seeing that the West is backing the genocide. They are seeing that their lives are not equal, not treated equally as other Ukrainian lives, for example. And I think that will have big consequences for the West. I am positive that it will, and I also think that it shows something else. It shows that these war criminals are acting with complete impunity. Never before have soldiers or war criminals documented their war crimes like this and owned them publicly on their Facebooks, on their even Tinder dating accounts. I mean, they are proud of what they're doing, and I think that shows that even they do not believe that they will ever be held to account. But they will be. They will be. I think that it will undermine and ultimately undermine the West's influence around the world and America's power to be able to veto. Mm-hmm. So that's actually what I think. So I think that yes, it will. But what's really going to happen is that other countries are going to stop waiting for permission from America to be able to intervene when they need to. Because as we are seeing, America has no moral authority. Well, I think that it's, I would actually say that in a lot of social media, those images are there. So if, for example, you put a video of a baby with his head blown off, your picture will be censored.
Yes.
But what is the irony and what is really behind it is the fact that we are not censoring and we are not banning the babies from having their heads blown off. We are not sanctioning the country that is doing it. We continue to supply the arms, and social media, for example, like Facebook, they continue to allow images of IDF soldiers proudly portraying themselves as heroes, looting goods and houses of civilians in Gaza. So if we ban these images, and if these images are censored, what we're really saying is that we are censoring that it's okay to murder the babies, but it's not okay to look at the pictures of them. So we really need to go to the root cause. People are sharing these images, people are angry, people are upset, people want change. But what they really want is they want Israel to be held to the same standard as every other country in the world. It's certainly more positive than it not being streamed. It does, however, make everybody who has any power complicit. So it makes anybody in the government, anybody in the military, anybody who is assisting in any way complicit in a way that perhaps we weren't in previous genocides.